Okay. Hello, friends. Today we are going to see about the function. In lesson 3, function, we are going to see about it's very interesting topic. In board point of view, that weightage of this topic is 3 marks. Okay. Output based questions will come. So generally we will have some discussion. What do you mean by function? You might have attended so many functions in your life: marriage function, housewarming function, property function, etc. So function means some task has to be accomplished. That is the purpose of function. So marriage function or housewarming, any kind of function means one task should be completed. So some other parts will be there. You can go and have a big feast and talk to your relative friends. Some other part will be there. Main purpose of function is some task should be completed. Some purpose should be completed. For example, marriage function means they have to tie the knot each other. Housewarming function means, of course, and uh, engagement function, whichever it may be, some task has to be completed. That is called function. For example, in your house you may have so many machines are there: washing machines and fridge, refrigerator, inverter, so many things, electronic equipments are there. So first, what you have to say, whether it will be working, that means whether it will be functioning properly or not. That means whether it will be working properly or not. So function, it is related to work. That means it is related to task. In computer science, Python also, function means the group of statements which are really helpful to accomplish a particular task. That is called a function. There are three types of function is there. First one is predefined or built-in function. So predefined or built-in. I have next user defined function. User can define the function. Next, function defined in modules. Function defined in modules. First, I will explain about what is predefined function. Predefined function or built-in. Suppose if you are going to buy any smartphone, before installing any new apps, by default some apps already have been installed. These apps are called as a built-in or predefined. Okay, already they have installed that apps. In same way, already they have defined the function. Simply you can accept and utilize on your program. You need not write a special code for that. That is called predefined function. So the example of predefined function is Ln. You might have used in your program. Print, input. These are all called as a predefined function. Next, user defined function. User defined function means the user or programmer can create on their own function for their purpose. That is called user defined function. He has to create a code for that. This chapter in 11th standard we might have revised only predefined function. In 12th standard we are going to see about user defined function. How the user or programmer, that means you, can create a program for a particular function and utilize for your program. That is called user defined function. Function defined in modules means in particular module, particular group of functions has to be associated. For example, math module. Math module means sine, cos, tan, pi, square root. So this function can be associated with the module of math. That is called function defined in module. So import math, we have to import the module of math. So in the associate functions, print, mean, median, mode, this function can be associated with statistical model. Like that we can use. So these are the types of function. Next we are going to see about how to create a user defined function. So let's explain with the help of real time examples. In your house you may have grinder. Okay, wow. So in your grinder, So you can add rise or pulses. Okay, so machines will be there. It will function it properly. After that, it will train properly, and after that you will get a floor. Okay, so here the input means rise or pulses. So machines are processing component. Okay, so machines are called as a processing components. And floor, that will be called as a output. Okay, so the grinder is called as a function. Okay, wow. So how to create a function? That means how to create a grinder machine in our Python program. That's what we are going to see about. Let's see the example. First we have to add these two numbers. Def add பண்ணு. This is a function name, a function definition. So a comma b. Okay, so def is a keyword is a reservoir which have given special meaning to the interpreter, and result a plus b. So return is a keyword. If you don't use by default, it will return a none value. Okay, so this is just like a grinder machine. So I am giving the input, I have process and create a output. So if I type this code in script mode, will it execute? No. So power supply is very important. In same way here, you have to use a function call. So this is underscore 3 comma 4. Okay. So will it execute? Yes, it will be executed, but it won't show the output because I didn't display. So I have to use a predefined version. So output. So print output. So how it will be executed? The flow execution is very important. First, Python interpreter sees this is a function. First, it will be executed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First one will be executed. Next two things will be skipped. Next 4 will be executed. This is function call. It will be called here. Again 1 will be executed. 2 will be executed. 3 will be executed. The value will be written here. So 4 plus 3 7. The 7 value will be assigned to the variable of OP. So I have to display the output. So 1 4 1 2 3, next 4, next 5. Now result 7 will be displayed. So this is a way you have to write a program using user defined function. I hope you might have understood this. If you have any doubt, feel free to ask me. Thank you. Have a nice day.